Bataan, Bulacan, Pampanga, and Tarlac. Magandang araw mga kapitbahay. Meron na naman po kaming bagong recipe na isi-share sa inyo for today. Ano yung ating recipe?
Dami nating buko eh.
So,
sabi ko, sabi ni Sunny, Nay, wanted ka na kay Sunny. O sige, sabi ko. Nakita ko ang dami namin buko. O di sige, pinagkakayod namin yung mga buko. Iba-ibang recipe ng buko lumabas. Hopyang buko. Alam ko po, sa labas, mga buko pie, ganyan. At saka yung buko tart, iniba ko naman, hopyang buko.
yung buko?
Ang tawag ko, bukopya.
Buko. Okay, so sounds very interesting. Wala pa yata ako nakitang ganito, no? So, sa aming pong pagbabalik, ipapakita po namin ang paggawa ng bukopya.
Magandang araw po mga kapitbahay. Magbe-bake naman ako ngayon. And shall I say na concoction ko na naman ito, inimbento ko, kasi nga gusto ko pagka meron kami ipapakita sa inyo, sa mga viewers, yung something na hindi niyo pa masyadong nakikita sa labas. Although familiar kayo dito sa mga buko pie, ipe-present ko siya sa ibang shape. We will start with the filling kasi we have to cool the filling before we can wrap it with the crust. So, this is the buko. The buko that we need should be not too soft, yung pwedeng pang salad. Okay. So, I will boil first. I'll bring to a boil the buko water or buko juice. And then the sugar. I will add a piece of pandan leaf to make it more mabango. When it comes to Filipino delicacies, we use a lot of this pandan leaf. This easily grows in our backyard. They like the watery part, like in my case, andun po sa tabi ng ng naglo-laundry namin. At first, I thought baka maglasang sabon. Sabi ko, hindi naman. When I tried to transfer some to a place na medyo dry, namatay sila. So, balik sila uli doon sa tabi ng labandera ko. Mahal nila yung naglalaba eh. So, I'll put it here and let it boil. You can cover it. Tapos, when it comes to a boil, pag sure na ako na lusaw na yung aking sugar, then I will remove the cover and start simmering it. Now, you can grate your buko or even use a spoon to scrape it into small pieces. So, while we are waiting for this to boil, I'm going to blend 3 different kinds of thickener that I'm going to use. Cassava starch, tapos corn starch na ordinary, and then flour. I place them here. And then add sugar. I will add sugar to these 3 ingredients na wala na palang takip para hindi siya magbuo-buo mamaya pag hinalo ko. Pag hindi ko in-add ang sugar, I will have to pass the mixture through a strainer. And then yung as needed na buko, later on, if when I taste it, kung lasa pang raw yung ating flour, then I will have to add more buko water. This is a local pie na sa Philippines mo makikita. It's all over. Kasi ang sarap naman talaga. Okay? Alisin na po natin yung aking dahon ng pandan. Tapos mabango na siya ngayon. And then, the buko is, the buko juice or buko water, nagbo-boil na. I will add the grated buko. So I will bring this to a boil. Meanwhile, habang pinapakulo po natin yung ating buko, I will go to the crust. And ang ingredients po na dinictate ko sa inyo kanina is only half of this. Kasi may ready na po akong filling, so kailangan kong doblehin ko yung crust ko. Para hindi naman masayang at maluto ko yung nakareding filling, i-add ko dito sa, gagawin din natin itong filling na ito. So I have to double the crust. So we have here the bread flour, and then using a pastry blender or your fingertips. Alam niya, meron po mga taong mainit ang kamay. Merong malamig. Ako, hindi siya mainit, hindi siya malamig. So, and if you are working in a cold kitchen, you do not have this, it's okay. The purpose for this gadget here is to cut into small pieces the shortening and the margarine that we're going to use for our crust. Using shortening will give your crust a longer shelf life. Kaya lang, masarap siyempre yung, lalo na kung butter or margarine, mas masarap ang lasa. And then it will give you a yellowish colored crust. Pag shortening, maputla yung crust natin. I'm going to use this. And then cut in. This is what you call cut in, yung term na ito, pagdating sa paggawa ng mga crust. Some chef use a blender. But if you are doing a lot of this and you don't have a big a blender or mixer, fingertips na lang. So, I'm now cutting the fat into small pieces until para siyang cornmeal. Now, I'll check our buko. Okay. Okay, I'll turn it off. Dito naman tayo po sa filling ngayon, And then, I will add the milk to the thickener. You have to cool this a little bit before you add this. I-ready lang natin. Okay. I'll go back to the crust. Mas maganda ito kung medyo firm yung yung shortening ninyo. Lalo na if you're working in a warm kitchen, you're shortening in your butter, or if you're using margarine, like what I'm using now, you have to cut into small pieces, the shortening and the margarine, and then i-chill ninyo. So that when you take it out from the chiller, you just blend it with your flour. Make sure that the fat is well spread, well scattered to your flour. Okay. Matalas ito if you are using this and it's the first time that you're going to use it, please do not touch this blade, nang parang mas akala nyo hindi siya matalim. Matalim yan. I cut myself one time. So blend, 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 blend. Now, okay, it's almost full. I'm going to add the vinegar now to our milk. Then yung egg white natin. We have to cover this when we prepare our ingredients kasi nagda-dry. Nagkakaroon ng skin yung yung egg white. Now, we'll beat this slightly with a fork. Add ko pala muna itong vinegar dito. Cover natin. Hindi siya kailangang foamy, Just to break. Kasi alam nyo naman yung egg whites. Pag sineparate nyo yan, mapapansin nyo parang gelatin na malambot ang texture niya. I'm just removing that. Making it a little bit watery. Kaya I added the salt here. So, check muna natin yung ating filling. It's not boiling anymore. So, I added a small amount of the warm mixture. Actually, hot pa siya. And then I'll now pour it here. You call it tempering. Now, sometimes you cannot really be exact when you are using buko. Like the buko that I have now, medyo malambot siya. So it becomes watery when you add it to the liquid ingredients. Kaya nakalagay sa recipe ko, buko juice as needed. Pero ito, I don't think it will, need some more buko juice. Maluluto na rito yung ating yung cornstarch. Sa dami ng liquid nito. Kaya nga kung minsan, you will get a yield of more than what you did the last time because of the texture or the softness of the buko that you are going to get in the market when you buy. Hindi man pare-pareho yan eh. I'm going to cook this until thick and until it doesn't taste cornstarch or flour anymore. So we're going to sprinkle the milk mixture. Add ko na lahat. Ano naman to sinukat ko na to. Then blend. Maghuhugas lang po ako ng kamay kasi I prefer to mix this para napipil ko kung using my fingers para napipil ko kung tama na yung kanyang liquid. Because we still have to add the egg whites pa. Yan. Konti pa Some more. So roll and roll and roll until it forms into a ball. Tapos, pag gumagawa kayo ng crust, it's better to chill them after mixing para pagka ginamit nyo na, they're easier to handle. They won't stick easily to your fingers. Kasi lalamig uli yung fats na ginamit ninyo, yung shortening at margarine. You're going to use it right away ng ganyan kalambot. Dikit lang lahat sa kamay nyo yan. So sometimes I prepare my crust ahead of time, even overnight. So yung filling po natin, I will now divide it into small balls. By the way, I weigh this by 30 grams, pagkatapos yung filling by 20. Well, now it really depends on the size that you want to make. If you want to make bigger, okay lang. Basta the crust should be bigger. The crust should be heavier, should weigh more than the filling. Actually, itong ginawa kong ito halos magkanda labas-labas na yung palaman Kaya lang pambahay lang naman Okay, so these are now weighed by 30 grams. Tapos yung filling natin, 20. Sabi sa inyo na ginagawa ko ito, I do not know how to shape. Paano ko bang isi-shape ito? Sabi ko kasi, yung mga hopya po, may mold talaga yan Kaya pantay-pantay. But first time kong ginawa itong ganitong klaseng shape, so ano na lang, tansya-tansya na lang gagawin natin. So, you make the center thicker than the rest. Kasi mamaya, pag finold natin yan, yung mga corner na yan, magkikita-kita yan Itong gitna, dapat meron siyang makapal siyang konti. Then, if ayaw nyo gumagalaw, kung marami kayo talagang ginagawa at gagayahin nyo itong paggawa kong ito, you put a wet kitchen towel underneath para hindi siya nag-i-slide. Nakita nyo gumagalaw. Pag talagang marami yan, may kitchen towel, babasahin po namin ng konti, pagkatapos ilalagay ko sa ilalim. So make it as wide as you can para hindi kayo mahirapang magbalot. Then I'll put one piece of the filling, which is 20 grams. Put it on top and wrap it like a lumpia. There. 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 Tapos, yarap po sa inyo. Okay. Yan lang po yan. Pero palang gumawa ng nakaupo. Tatayo na nga ako. Hindi ko nakikita. Yung hopya po talaga, may molde yan. Pag ganyan na, igaganyan lang namin. Kaso maliliit yung mga molde ko Hindi ko pwedeng gamitin. Tama ito. Then you place them on a grease and floured cookie sheet. Another one. Konting harina po para hindi dumikit. And then, press the wooden rolling pin at the center. Tapos, start to thin out the sides. Nung araw, may bakery ang father ko. One of the oldest bakery in Angeles City. Kaya lang, nung medyo nagkaedad na sila and nobody wants to take charge, sinara na lang nila. Ako naman ngayon napunta sa pagtuturo. Yan. Tapos, put one piece at the center. And then fold, roll, fold, fold, roll. So, and after that, you flatten it using your wooden rolling pin and at the same time shaping it. Parang siyang pillow. I think magpapagawa ako ng mga molds nito. Stainless yung mga molds namin dyan Actually, this is not the real crust of hopya. Ang crust po talaga ng hopya is a little bit complicated dahil layered yun eh. Ay, hindi na po gagawin ng mga housewives sa bahay kung gano'n ang papakita namin. This is faster, this is easier, and masarap din. So, we're going to finish them, and after that, ibe-bake namin po siya sa 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Remember, the filling is already cooked. So, what you're going to watch is just the crust. First po, ibe-bake namin siya ng ganyan. We will brush it with egg wash, yung egg yolk and milk mixture. Tutusukin niya ng tinidor so that it won't burst. And then after that, pag tama na yung kulay, turn over. Brush again at the bottom. Pagkatapos, gaganyanin ko. Brush again, bake. I want the crust to be crispy sa taas at saka sa bottom. Unlike yung ordinaryong buko pie, crispy siya sa ibabaw, pag yung ilalim kinain mo, malabsa. Dahil hindi mo maibabaliktad. So, I like, nung sineshape ko nga ito, ginagawa ko, sabi ko, ganun ang gagawin ko. Babali-baliktarin ko habang binibake. And in fact, hopias are baked that way, binabaliktad. Brush them with egg wash. Egg wash, hindi po pinaghugasan ng itlog yun, Term lang yun na ginagamit ng mga baker. Pag nagpabrush sila ng tinapay sa ibabaw o kamukha nito, yung crust, to make them shiny at saka may kulay. Since we are using egg yolk and milk, siyempre yellowish po yung egg yolk. Now, if I'm going to use egg yolk and butter, mas dilaw po siya. And then, to make sure that, makintab siya mamaya, double brushing po ang gagawin ko. So, I'm going to brush them, put them in the oven, brush again, put them back in the oven, and then babalik na rin po namin. The temperature is 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And then, siguro after 10 minutes, you brush them again with egg wash. After that, put them back inside the oven and look at the color. Dapat po golden ang kulay. Kasi hindi ko po masasabi yung eksaktong temperature because yung heat ng oven ninyo at saka yung heat ng oven namin might not be the same. So, after 10 minutes, brush again. And then, after 10, pasok uli, tapos babrush mo uli. Then, look at the color. Papakita po namin sa inyo ang kulay mamaya. And then, ita-time din namin. We'll try to make it as close as possible kung gagawin nyo sa bahay. So, sasamahan ako ng mga ng camera. And then, I'll put them in the... Okay. Yung kulay nito, yung iba gusto na nila yung ganyan. But if you want a deeper color, put them back in the oven again for just enough para matuyo yung egg wash. Kasi tama na yung kulay niyan eh. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, we cannot give you the exact time. Just look at the color because the filling is already cooked. Don't worry about the filling, luto na yun. Babalik namin ngayon ito ng siguro mga 5 minutes and then after that, balik na rin. See, natuyo na dahil mainit. Babalik natin uli ngayon. Invert natin ngayon, Ayan. Nakita niya maputla pa yung nasa ilalim. Kamukha nang sinasabi ko sa mga viewers, I always tell my viewers, our viewers, we test the recipe before we teach it. I'm going to put them back inside the oven and tapos, luto na po yan.
Okay, so ito na po ating hopyang buko. Parang mas gusto ko yung pangalan na hopyang
buko. Hindi ko nga alam kung ano ipapangalan ko eh.
So, this is a nameless
Hopyang buko. Hindi, hopyang buko na lang. Mas maganda. Nakakatawa, natatawa ako pag sinasabi ko yung hopya eh. Hopyang buko na lang.
Baka parang inopya.
Hindi magandang pakinggan.
Okay. So, ayan. Ang sarap. So, this is another way to enjoy your buko. No? It's very handy. Gandang ibaon kasi hindi siya malulusaw.
Titikman ko pang kasalukuyan kasi bago lang yung recipe niyan.
Yung mga...
Mai-improve pa yan.
Habang nagtatrabaho ka, pwede mo kinakain. Baon ng bata.
Sabi baunan.
Ba? Hindi siya messy. Unlike yung usual na buko pie.
Pag kinain mo, sabog talaga eh.
Kailangan mo ng fork and spoon, no? Ay, masarap. Masarap. Pwede bang palitan yung filling?
Why not? Pwede,
Yung crust
pwedeng,
na.
pwedeng ano, yung, let me see, munggo, kopya na talaga yun. Pwedeng yung ano, yung ube. Ang mahal nun.
Well, masarap naman kasi yung buko niya. Tsaka iba. Try the recipe. Easy lang naman pong gawin. Nakita niyo po kanina.
Yung iba, pag isa-serve ito, may keso pa sa ibabaw, Ethel. Kaya
Parang
sabi ko,
diterno.
alatan na lang natin yung crust kung gusto ninyong ano.
Parang hindi ko ma-imagine na may keso, no?
Ay, yung iba, nakikita ko may ano, may keso.
Anyway, for your questions, comments, and suggestions sa amin pong Facebook page, just send us a message, facebook.com/Mrs. Galang's Kitchen. For our old episodes, you can view them online sa YouTube po, sa aming YouTube channel, Mrs. Galang's Kitchen, no? We hope you try our recipe for today. Magugustuhan po ninyo, lalo na po sa mga mahilig mag-bake. This is something different.
Diba to?
Anyway, you can enjoy your buko. And anyway, you can...
Yung mga mahihilig sa hopya.
yes, so hindi siya masyadong matamis. Actually,
Ganyan po kami gumawa ng dessert, hindi masyadong matamis para mabili kung
Yes.
ibebenta nyo.
tamang-tama lang yung lasa. We hope you enjoyed our episode for today. Maraming salamat po.